Can you remember your mother sometimes saying to you, don't believe everything that person says. You need to take what they say with a grain of salt, or because they often stretch things a long way, just don't put your trust in everything they may tell you. Well, the truth is, honesty is not just a good policy, it's the only way that's right and the only way that's good for me. Think about a couple in marriage and one of them tells a lie to the other one. They say, well, I was here when I really was somewhere else. And in order to try to keep things going, that lie gets bigger and bigger, and you say you were with that person or that one or another one, and somewhere down the line, the mate that was accepting of the lie finds out it is a lie. And from that point on, they began to question and to doubt everything their mate says. Anytime what they actually say can't be proven easily, they wonder if they're telling them the truth. In reality, honesty in a marriage is one of the most important aspects of building a good marriage. But it's not just in marriage that we struggle with finding that integrity and honesty. I like to read over in Ephesians chapter 4 when Paul will plead with us to be honest, to tell the truth, to speak the truth to one another, because we're all members of one body. And then when you think about other texts on the idea of believing something that isn't true, over in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, Paul has talked about the man of sin that was to be revealed. And then he gets down near the end of that chapter in verse number 10, and he says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in those that perish, because they did not receive the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this reason, God will send them a strong delusion, that they all might believe a lie, that they all might be condemned, because they didn't love the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. So that danger is there of one believing the lie that causes them to be condemned. Now, we all know some people that if they told us just about anything, we would wonder if it was true, because they've been caught in the lies over and over and over again. And so you begin to doubt every word they may utter. But also it's the case that sometimes we're lied to when it's not just some small matter that is a personal kind of thing. Sometimes we are told a lie over something that is huge and that may affect us in every way. Think about in the country, how many times recently we've read the story or heard about someone that had gotten people to invest huge amounts of money with them, promising all kinds of returns, and then as it all begins to come out, it's all a scheme, a Ponzi scheme that has built millions of dollars from other people through dishonesty. We remember easily when the corporation Enron out in Houston turned out to be lying about all of their profits, and the company was all built on lies, and the whole thing fell apart. I want to tell you, it's important for us, number one, tell the truth. I need to tell the truth to my wife, to my husband, to my children, to my parents. I need to be one that tells the truth so that if I need to convince somebody of something, they'll believe what I have to say. I need to have a record of truth so that when anything is in any way questionable, that others might say, you can believe him because he tells the truth. But a second thing, I need to believe the truth. I want truth, not just something that sounds good. For example, if I'm sick and the doctor says, well, Leon's not going to make it, and my family says to them, well, let's don't tell him. Listen, I want the truth. I want to know what's going to happen so that I can maybe deal with that. And we need truth when it comes to our spiritual life. We can build our spiritual life on a lie, and the result is tragic, because those who believe the lie, he said, would be condemned because they didn't love the truth and had pleasure in unrighteousness. Don't get caught believing the lie. It's destructive. By the way, if a politician lies to you about their record, wouldn't you suspect they lie about the other person's record? And if they lie to you in one area, can you trust what they say in another? I don't think so. We need to be ones that are sure that what we are believing and trusting is indeed something that is true and right.